Hi guys, it's Sean again from Keep It Up with Sean. And today I present to you the road trip that we made after our trip in Bouillon as we passed some towns and villages in France on our way home. If you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and it will help me a lot. Thank you. This route is suggested to us by Stefan and Sanaida, our friend who have more experience than us in road trips. For this route, we begin our trip from Frahan to Givet in France, passing through the town of Revin with a view of the river Meuse and the mountain. We wanted to stop in the city center of Revin, but we missed the parking lot, and the moment we found a place to park, we stopped to have a glimpse of the city. Revin is a city located in the valley and skirted by two bends of the river Meuse and is a thriving industrial town of iron and metalworks. We headed to the Meuse River with a view of the hill called Mont Malgré where the summit can be reached by following a breathtakingly steep path worthy of the Alps. The Meuse River, or we call it Maas in Dutch, is the third oldest river in the world. The city Maastricht, in the southern part of the Netherlands, is named after this river as it plays an important part in the city's identity. The Meuse begins in France and flows through Belgium and the Netherlands and has a total length of 925 kilometers. In the Netherlands, the Meuse River flows into the North Sea in the Dutch River Delta. We really don't have much time in the Revin. We just walk along the railway and the river banks where we see some industrial buildings as this city is known for their rich industrial past. If we have known, we should have crossed the bridge and this will lead us to the city center, which we missed. So maybe an excuse to come here again next time. After a short stop in Revin, we drive to Givet, a small French town on the Meuse River and on a narrow strip of land that is bordered by Belgium. The main attraction of the town of Givet is the Fortress of Charlemont in the citadel, located on a raised hill dominating the river and town below. The fortress was built in the middle of the 16th century to protect Spanish territory as the Spanish forces occupied the surrounding territory known as the Spanish Netherlands at that time from the French. Additional reinforcements were added during the 17th century that added extra defense against the French forces. This territory was handed to France in 1678 as part of a settlement known as the Treaty of Saint-Magan that ended the Dutch War. Now, in the hands of the French, this fortress was further reinforced by Vauban, the French military engineer. The fortress was military active during the 19th century and the Napoleonic Wars, where it was occupied by the Prussians and then later by the Russians. And then again in 1914, when the fort was captured by the Germans. The town of Givet was very badly damaged during the Second World War, and many of the original buildings were not reconstructed. The visit to the citadel is free, and from above, you can have a beautiful view of the town and the Meuse River. You can also walk and visit some bunkers although some are not accessible to the public. You can visit the Fort of Charlemont for free, but if you want a guided tour and have access to the rooms and bunkers, you can book your ticket for €7. But we skip the guided tour since our French is not good, so we just explore the area by ourselves. But after my encounter with a snake, and I did not see it on my way to the toilet, I am so nervous to enter some of the bunkers. My husband was surprised with my reaction, as according to him, I ran 10 meters away from the small snake. I am really afraid of snakes, and I did not expect to see one in Belgium or in France. This is the view from the other side of the citadel, where you can see the old walls and have a view of the agricultural fields of Givet. The fortress has 800-meter long system of corridors, 3 kilometers of trenches, and an abandoned village with 48 buildings. The complex is so huge, and in order to keep the Fort of Charlemont not abandoned, the municipality of Givet and the community of municipalities in Ardennes Meuse River agree in principle to become the owner of the site, and finally, the acquisition of the Charlemont site was signed in June 2015. Since then, various activities are being held in the area for entertainment, like games, shows, and exhibits. There is a big parking space in the site, a restaurant for a snack, and a boutique. You can also enjoy the nature in Fort of Charlemont, which has a very rich flora and fauna. Through the rehabilitation project, they have done an ecological inventory in the fortress. No wonder we saw a small snake coiling just outside the corridor on the way to the toilet. This looks amazing. From Givet, we followed the river Meuse, which flows through a deep and picturesque valley, adding beauty to this region. We headed to Dinant, a beautiful city in Wallonia, and it's one of my favorite cities in Belgium. I've been here twice, and yet I still long to come back. I could not believe that this part of Belgium is so beautiful. This short weekend holiday and this road trip give a vacation feeling and the impression that I am in another country. And yet, this is just maximum 2 hours away from our place. If you are looking for a short adventure in Belgium, cheaper and closer, I strongly recommend the Ardennes, particularly Bouillon in the Luxembourg province. And if you still have time, please do this road trip for a beautiful sightseeing trip. Now, we are about to enter the city of Dinant, located in the Meuse province. It's on the bank on the Meuse River and backed by steep cliffs. On top of the cliff, you can find the centuries-old fortified citadel, which is now a museum with a beautiful view of the city and the river. Dinant is also the hometown of Adolf Sax, who invented the saxophone, and that is why you see colorful and big saxophones on the bridge of Dinant. On the right side, you can find the citadel. To reach the citadel, you can climb the stairs with 408 steps built in 1577 up to the top, or you can take the cable car made in 1956 and updated in 1997 after paying €11. Or you can also park your car at the back of the citadel and the parking is free. These are some of the photos taken with my friends and students when we visited Dinant in 2007 and in 2013. After enjoying the view from the citadel and exploring it, you can also visit the Cathedral, Collegial Notre Dame, located at the foot of the cliff below the citadel, and it is known for having the largest stained glass in Belgium, and the visit is free. You can also visit the Mr. Sachs house, which is not far from the church, or do a boat tour or visit the cave. You see, there's a lot of things to do in Dinant. That's why I wanted to go back. We wanted to follow the Meuse River until Namur for this road trip, but we missed one exit and it leads us away from the river. Nevertheless, Dinant is a beautiful city, and do not miss this gem when you are planning to visit Belgium. Belgium may be a small country, but very beautiful, and I hope you will explore this region. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I would love to hear your experience visiting Ardennes or doing a road trip. Please click the subscribe button and see you again next time. Bye!